All right, we'll move on to MLB. We're gonna have MLB at NASCAR next year. Um, it was funny because when the first renderings of the drawings came out, it looked like the old polo grounds. Like
Yeah,
this is the only way they're gonna be able to fit it, and
right.
it's like 50 feet down the lines and like just like
It's a wiffle ball
550,
field.
yeah, 550 to center. But I've seen the realistic drawings of it, and it looks like they're gonna kitty corner it a little bit, and
Yep.
obviously roll in the sod and all of that stuff and get it MLB ready. But I think that'll be a pretty cool event. It will be interesting to see how many tickets they'll actually sell for it and how spectators will view the game.
Well,
Because they're obviously going
here's
to
my theory.
sell.
Here's my theory. This is Major League Baseball testing expansion in Tennessee, saying, "Hey, we're going to play a game down there. See who comes out. You guys think you've got a market to support an expansion team? Prove it. Prove that you've got the market." I view this as MLB dipping their toes into, do we put a team in Nashville and go to Tennessee? Let's test one out and see what we get for a draw. I because other I
Yeah,
mean, other than it being kind of a cool exhibition, like what else would drive you to go? Pardon the pun of driving, but what else would drive you to go to a speedway in Tennessee unless you just want to test the market?
I mean
Don't be a
it's a
coward,
fair
Harrison.
point.
Intend your pun. Intend your pun.
Yeah.
Don't be a coward. If you
Yeah,
intended the
I
pun,
really didn't
intend the
mean
pun.
that one, I swear, but it worked.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I'm interested to see kind of what the turnout, not just turnout fans that go to the game, but like what's the whole atmosphere surrounding it? Like what's the talk leading up to it? Are people excited about it? Are people intrigued? Are people going to go? Are they going to tune in? Like just kind of generally, like what's kind of the reception?
Yep.
Because I know we've talked about it a number of times, but like when you kind of zoom out and you look at like the map, like there's that big portion of the country that just like isn't involved in Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
Um, so an area like that, if it's received well, could kind of go a long way. So I'm with you. I think that's an interesting take.
Yeah. I mean, just another specialized event to get MLB out there. I think it will be great. But it was I just thought, like I said, the drawings were hilarious when it first came out. But
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah. And
so
I
funny.
put the link in the chat if people are curious about reading more about the story. But Braves Reds in Tennessee, I mean, if nothing else, it'll be a good game. I mean,
Yeah.
those will be two teams that in theory next year are still going to be good.
Yeah.
Unless something crazy happens, it'll be fun to watch.
And you kind of like sort of split the distance between the
Yeah.
two franchises to hopefully pull
Right.
fans from both sides. So, and out
Yeah.
of the Carolinas there. So,
Well,
yeah,
that's what I mean. That's what it's going to be, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's largely going to be like the fans at the game are largely going to be Braves and Reds fans.
right.
But it's again, like I was saying, to me, it's the idea of like it's not just the number of tickets that you sell, but like in the area surrounding it leading up, like what's the vibe?
Right.
Like,
Right.
are people excited? Are people looking forward to it? Are people like intrigued? Or are people just like, we literally couldn't give a shit less?
Well, and what's cool is that they can fit more than 100,000 fans in to that alignment,
Mm.
which if you can put 100,000 butts in the seats for a baseball game in Tennessee, even if you draw fans from all the different markets to watch their, quote unquote home team, that's a hell of a showing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Sure.
Oh, and Ben makes the point of those are two markets that would suffer if Nashville gets a team. And you're right. You would pull some fans from
Mhm.
those teams because you're parking a franchise kind of right in the middle.
Yeah, that's a great point.
And it's probably a fear they have, but it's a good chance to test the market and see if it could accept baseball.
Yeah.